안녕하세요 여러분, welcome back to my YouTube channel A2A. And for those of you who are joining me for the first time, 어서오세요. Today's video is another K-Influencer Academy's monthly mission, and just like all the other months, we're given two topics. 저는 이번에 선택했습니다. My Korean language study story. Before we get into it, I'm just going to let you know that I will be speaking more Korean than I have in any of my other videos, just to show you how far I've come. I am not perfect yet. My pronunciation is still a bit off.
괜찮아.
나와 함께 참아주세요. 가자.
Chloe 왔니? 어머, oh hi. Hey guys, this is my mom.
Hi. 안녕하세요.
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 I think with most Hangeul language learners, it starts with K-dramas. Well, in my case, that's how it started, because you watch one K-drama and you hear common words and phrases being used. You watch another one and you hear the same words and phrases being used. Next thing you know, you actually start using them subconsciously. There have been instances where I'd be in a situation, a predicament, and I don't know what to do. So instead of asking myself, what am I going to do? I'd be saying things like, and it would seem so normal to me. So that's how I actually started wanting to learn it.
네가 너무 좋아. 어떡해.
So my journey, how I started my journey was by learning the Hangeul characters. See, the Hangeul has its own set of alphabetic characters that are completely different from the Roman letters that we use in English. I used an app called Apan, which I recommended for anyone who wants to learn Korean. What it does, it teaches you like a different character per lesson. So it'll teach you how to write that character, the name of the character, how to pronounce it, and also words that start with the character. It starts off with vowels. There are 21 vowels in the Korean language. And then from then on, it'll teach you the consonants. There are 14 consonants in total. So it'll, depending on your speed, it could take you less than a month to actually memorize all the alphabets. That's how long it took me. I'm going to show you an example of the differences between the Roman letters and the Korean letters. And we're going to use the letter G as an example. So in Roman letters, the letter G would be written like this. Whereas in Korean, Hangeul, 이렇게. This consonant is called 기역. And I think because of pronunciation, Romanizing 기역 will either give you a G or a K. Once I was able to memorize and recognize all the alphabets, I started forming words and learning new words. Now, the first word I learned was 감사. And the reason why I chose this word is because when you translate it to English, it means gratitude. And when you translate it further to my home language, it means double, which is my name. So for you guys who are joining me for the first time and who don't know who I am, 안녕하십니까. 만나서 반갑습니다. 제 이름은 더버커입니다. 잘 부탁드립니다.
Brilliant, I love it.
This is the part where I struggled most. In Korean, when you speak to people older than you, strangers, or people with the highest status than you have to use the 존댓말 form, which is the polite form or formal form. And when you're speaking with friends, family, whatever, you can use the 반말, which is the casual. right? It seems straightforward, it seems easy, but it's not. Because with the casual form, with the Pama form, everything is short, nice, sweet, and short. Whereas with the Jondamal, the words were longer, the words were difficult to pronounce. Here's an example. If I wanted to ask you what your name was, I'd say, in Pama, I'd say Irma Moya. But then if I'm speaking to a stranger, I'd have to say, Songami Otake Tishumika. And most of these phrases and words are that long, so I actually struggled. I had to put what I learned to practice. What I would do is join sites like Tandem and what's the other one? Hello Talk, where I could actually have like video chats and voice calls with Korean native speakers, and then they'd help me out. And luckily for me, like after greetings and exchanging pleasantries, the people I speak would be like, actually, let's just drop the honorifics. Let's speak in casual form. And I'd be like, yeah, try. Then conversations after that would just be a breeze. I wouldn't have to actually quickly run back to my notes and be like. So what kept me motivated? To be honest, it's the little things that kept me motivated in my journey, my language learning journey. For instance, my big brother, there'll be times where I decide to just switch up and speak Korean, like saying goodnight. I'll be like, 잘 가요, 내일 봐. And he'd also respond the same way. He'd be like, 잘 가요, 내일 봐, without even knowing what it means. And it's those little moments that keep me going. It's like, yes, you don't know what you're saying, but you know what you're trying. 고마워요. 여러분, we've come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope that my language journey, my study story, kind of stirred a little bit of interest, and you might actually want to learn a bit of Korean. If you have any ideas, or if you want to hear me speak more Korean, just leave a comment and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and tell your friend to tell their friends to tell their friends to also subscribe, so that we can all become chingos. For now, bye bye.